Welcome to another episode, everyone. And this is the 12 most dangerous prisons around the world. It already looks crazy just what they're doing. I have to bend down and all of this shit right here, but let's get into it.
Watch your back, because this is one of the most dangerous prisons in the world. Located in Russia, Patak Island Prison contains some of the most terrifying convicts in the country. They are forced into cells for over 22 hours a day, and the rest of their time is spent in cages. But you think this prison is scary? Well, you haven't seen anything yet. As we take you on a journey to explore prisons around the world, they'll become more dangerous and terrifying as the list goes on. From criminal-run operations to cannibalism. Think you can make it to the end? Over in Armenia, we have the Armavir prison. What makes this one so dangerous? Well, it's rumored to be run by the prisoners. Known as the Thieves-in-Law, this criminal brotherhood is said to run the prison by its own code. They control the drug trade and smuggling, but nobody knows who their leaders are. I'm gonna go and give this one a 2 out of 10 on the scarometer. But if you think this one is scary, yeah, I have a prison on this list that I'd consider a 10 out of 10. Okay, next on the list, we have Rikers Island. This prison has one of the biggest rates of solitary confinement in America, and it houses thousands of cells specifically for this purpose. At number 9, we have Camp 22 in North Korea. Yeah, this won't be good. Not much is known about this mysterious place, but it's one of roughly 30 concentration camps in the country. It's rumored to hold over 50,000 people and has prisoners working in mines for 12 hours a day. Okay, next, in California is San Quentin Prison. This facility is famous for housing death row prisoners. And
San Quentin is old, of course, and the prisons of the 90s and the 2000s, they don't look like that. They don't look like San Quentin. Just look right there with all of those big tiers. The doors don't look like this. The cells don't look like this. It's totally different. The way they started building prisons in the 90s were different than an older prison like San Quentin.
As a result, it's home to some of the most violent criminals. This one is a 4 out of 10 for me. Located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is the Carandiru Penitentiary. At one point, this prison had over 8,000 inmates and 1,000 guards. Even with that 8-to-1 ratio, the inmates took over. And not only was it incredibly violent, but the prison was also filled with disease and malnutrition. Known as Guantanamo North, this prison, located in Indiana, contains some of the deadliest criminals in the...
That's that dude Jenkins. I did a story on him. Nico, that's Nico Jenkins, who was just out there just unaliving all kind of people and sliced up his own face, while he was incarcerated. This dude here is a character. These are some very dangerous prisons, and they look pretty crazy.
In the United States, they're only released from their cells 3 times a week, where they can use the facility's exercise cages. Okay, this next prison on the list is known for its dancing inmates. What started as a simple prisoner exercise has turned into a viral sensation. But that's not why it's dangerous. It's the most overpopulated prison in the Philippines. And because of this, thousands of disease outbreaks happen every year. Okay, now before we get to our top 4, Time for a bonus fact. Want to know one of the best tips for surviving prison? Yeah, of course you do. Avoid eye contact. In overcrowded prisons especially, this is essential not to get mixed up with the wrong crowd. Okay, back to the list. Number 4, we have...
Them two bros were squabbling. Avoid eye contact. I don't know about that, man. Look at... Actually, in prison, you had better look someone in the eye. If you're going around looking down at the ground, looking up at the ceiling, scared to make eye contact, first of all, that's a bit suspicious. Like you're trying to not be noticed. Like you may be in there for something you should not be in there for. It also signifies, if you're averting eye-to-eye contact, that you are afraid for some reason, that you're not, strong enough. That you're not a man. You're not man. You're not going to look a man in his eyes. That you're averting your gaze as if you're scared to go mano a mano with him. No, it's best to look a man in the eyes there in prison and let him know that you're not backing down from him or anyone else.
Guantanamo Bay. This is a 7 out of 10 on the scarometer. It has less than 50 prisoners, but they're among the most dangerous in the world. This prison is also notorious for its interrogation tactics, some of which have included waterboarding and sense deprivation. Over in Madagascar is Antanamora Prison, built for a maximum of 800 inmates.
Look at this. This is bad. This is crazy. It's crowded to over 400%. Yeah, you think, look at this. This is inhumane. This is, you see, they talking about all of these diseases in these prisons around the world because of the overpopulation. The one in the Philippines, they said they have all of these thousands of outbreaks a year of these diseases because of the overcrowding. Same thing here, overcrowding. Look at all of these people bunched in together like sardines, can only lie on their side. Look, they're all lying on their side. It's not enough room for you to lie on your back or your stomach. They're all lying on their side. And then at the feet, at their feet, they have people right there at their feet. Oh, man. What the hell? This is crazy. No mattress. I don't see no mattress. I don't know what they laying on. The floor, no pillow. All their heads are against the wall. I understand that they committed a crime or that they are accused of committing a crime because people are going to say that jail's not supposed to be Disneyland, that, they're supposed to suffer in jail. They committed a crime. I get it for those who are guilty. But committing a crime does not divest you of your humanity. Committing a crime does not mean that you are not a human being and shall thus be treated as some sort of animal. No. Everyone has a chance at redemption. But when you live like this, this engenders hatred for you and the authorities and the government. These people get out of these situations and they want retribution. They want revenge for having lived like this. They're not rehabilitated. Where's the rehabilitative edicts in this picture?
It's crowded to over 400% of its capacity. Prisoners here get a single meal a day, boiled cassava. As a result, malnutrition affects over 60% of the inmates, leading many to their death. Gita Rama Prison's
Damn. So they starving you to death up in there. They get 1 meal a day or whatever the hell he said. It was guava, some shit. I don't know what the hell he said. Maybe I should go back and see what that, because that shit looked like some bush, some stuff in a pot. What is this? And they get 1 meal a day, and so they're all, or 60% of them, I don't know how it's not 100%, but 60% of them are thus malnutrition, leading, he said, to their deaths. So these people are in here dying from starvation. They're in here dying from they are in here dying from not getting enough vitamins and nutrients in their bodies because they're only eating once a day, and apparently the food that they are eating, that one same meal once a day, doesn't contain enough vitamins and nutrients to sustain life. So they're dying. So they're being starved to death then. But I mean, really?
Maximum capacity is 600 inmates. But despite this,
Now look at this. Whoa. Look how crowded this is. Look how they look. They got all the black people. Like they ain't got no barbers out there in this jail. Look how crowded this is. Oh.
over 6,000 prisoners are locked inside. This leads to most prisoners having to stand during their entire stay, causing their feet to get gangrene. And not only that, but prisoners are rumored to kill and even eat each other.
Oh my God. Ooh-wee. Damn. What the hell? So it's 6,000 of them locked inside. And because of this, they have to stand for their entire time there. This is how overcrowded it is. They can't lay down. There's nowhere for them. How is that even possible? How can you stand up for a year without ever laying down? Is that even possible? I don't even think that's possible. I mean, so you're sleeping, standing up. Every night, every day, you're sleeping, standing up. And it doesn't look, they wasn't standing up against a wall or some bars or a door. They're just standing up next to one another. So how the hell can you sleep just standing up, nothing to hold you up, you're not leaning against a wall or door, nothing. It's one thing not to be able to lie down, but you're not even propped up against nothing as you stand. You don't even have anything supporting you. It said they're getting gangrene of the feet from doing all of that standing their entire time they're in prison. Yeah, I would think so. And then, because of the starvation, he just said, well, he didn't say because of the starvation, but he just said that they've been known to kill and then eat one another. So obviously they're starving. Obviously they don't have a lot of food in there. They're killing each other, apparently not over conflict, but for the purpose of eating the person that they killed. Oh, man, what is this? They ain't cooked them or nothing. They just ate them raw. Dead, just raw. Just ate a dead, oh.
Okay, you made it to the end. Brave. This last one is a 10 out of 10 on the scare factor. It's the Black Dolphin prison in Russia. What makes this prison so dangerous is that every inmate in here is in here for life. On average, they've killed 5 people each. It's also full of pedophiles and even cannibals. Again with the cannibals. Black Dolphin keeps their prisoners in a single cell cage for 23 hours a day where they're completely isolated. When they get to leave this tiny cell, they're just transferred to a slightly bigger cage where they can walk around. If you end up in this prison, it's likely you'll never go outside again. And that's why it's the scariest and most dangerous prison on this list.
Wow. Whoa. Jeez. These are some scary prisons. These are some very deep prisons. So here in the Russia prison, the Black Dolphin, I believe I did a story on this prison before. You have to stand up in this small ass cell for 23 hours a day. What's up with all this standing up stuff? And look how they're treated. They're coming out handcuffed and have to bend down. I get it. They say they're averaging 5 murders apiece in that prison. So very dangerous individuals, I understand. And I understand once again that they're not supposed to be treated, like Paris Hilton or something, but at the same time, it's like, whoa. I'm sure a lot of them try to take their own lives in a lot of these prisons. The overcrowded is causing them to unalive each other and eat each other. The other prison, they're getting 1 damn meal a day, leading to malnutrition and death. They have to stand the whole time that they're in prison. Here in this prison, they have to stand for 23 hours a day. I mean, these are some very vicious prisons around the world that are not even feeding the people who are incarcerated, letting them die from starvation. Like, really? Deep. That's why we have to stay out, It's just not worth it. Prison is no good nowhere on earth. That's why I encourage you all to stay free. Stay safe and stay free, people.